Forget fairy tale endings. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 things that should happen in Descendants 3. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're taking a look at plot points, themes, and characters we want to see explored in the third Descendants movie. Number 10. Villains escaping the Isle.
You'll be chillin', oh, chillin' like a villain.
While it might seem like a good idea to have all the villains living together on an island where they can't destroy the lives of innocent people, it would make a great story for them to escape and wreak havoc on the fairy tale lives of everyone on the mainland. Now that Mal and the gang are solidly on the side of good, we want to see some truly evil characters who do things just to make someone cry. It could be a great way to explore the class divide between the good and the villains who live in the slum that is the Isle, without the opportunity to make something better of their lives. Number 9. Gay kiss.
Oh, I would love to wipe the smiles off their faces.
When even the actors who filmed the kiss expressed their rage at having it cut from the final film, you know that Disney messed up. Upon the release of Descendants 2, actors Thomas Doherty and Dylan Playfair shared a still of their character's kiss that did not appear in the movie, stirring up controversy and anger with fans who were disappointed at the cut. With Disney notoriously skirting around the existence of homosexuals in their movies, like in the live-action version of Beauty and the Beast, the third installment of the Descendants franchise could make Disney history by including a same-sex kiss. Number 8. Revealing the villain kid's other parent.
Hi, Mom. Stealing candy, Mal. So disappointed. It was from a baby. That's my nasty little girl.
So far, we've only seen one of the parents of our favorite villains. And while it is a great idea that Maleficent, Cruella de Vil, Jafar, and the Evil Queen raise their kids together, we can't help but notice the lack of the kid's other parent. This has got us all very curious, and while there was no room to introduce them in Descendants 2, we're definitely hoping they will appear in the next installment of the series. We want to know what they think of their kids' shenanigans, and why they left the job of raising kids to the parent that we have seen.
Dad?
Number 7. Uma and the Pirates being redeemed.
What's my name? What's my name?
When Mal and her friends left the Isle, it led to the rise of Uma as the head of power in what used to be Mal's territory. She's a surprisingly sympathetic villain, having been disregarded by Mal as not good enough in the past. Everything she does is to get back at Mal for treating her poorly, and she and her own gang refuse to roll over and give up everything they've built when Mal returns to the Isle.
By the power of the sea, tear it down and set us free!
Despite their villain status, Uma, Harry, and Gil are incredibly likable characters, and having them redeemed will pave the way for new villains to fill the gap and challenge Mal and her friends in new ways. Number 6. A more evil antagonist. Part of the appeal of these movies was that the main characters were not good guys. But over 2 movies, Mal and her friends have definitely sided with good. While Uma serves as the antagonist, she has reasons for her villainy, and therefore isn't the brand of evil who does bad things just for the sake of being cruel. Having a villain who is pure selfish evil would unite the cast even more, and be a hell of a lot more entertaining for the audience, since we'd have someone we could love to hate.
We found your spellbook below deck. Uma had it.
Ooh. You know, this seems like the kind of thing that belongs in the hands of Fairy Godmother.
Number 5. The kids' powers. Descendants 2 taught us a lot, like that Mal, who is truly her mother's daughter, could turn into a giant purple dragon. It also showed us that Uma could transform into a human-octopus hybrid, upholding the legacy of her mother, Ursula. Knowing Disney, this means that there's going to be another epic showdown between them. And with Ben and his beast roar, we wouldn't be surprised if he transforms too. And maybe it'll turn out that some of the other kids have more magical powers. After all, if Jafar could turn into a giant snake and genie in Aladdin, maybe his son Jay has some of those powers in him.
A snake, am I? Perhaps you'd like to see how snake-like I can be.
Number 4. Harry and Mal's past.
Well, well, well. What a nice surprise.
Hi, Harry.
It's been suggested in the wake of Descendants 2 that Harry and Mal used to date, and that Mal broke poor Harry's heart. If this is the case, it explains some of the tension between them when they run into each other at Dizzy's salon. All we know for sure is that they have a history that makes them hate each other, and unlike with Uma, we don't have any idea what might have happened. But if it turns out that Harry and Mal used to date, it would explain why Harry was so eager to eviscerate Ben when he had the chance.
All it takes is one swing and I'll humiliate him. Matter of fact, make one wrong move and I'll debilitate him. And if he even starts to slip, I'll eliminate him.
Number 3. Introduce more villain kids.
Wicked ways beneath the skin. Let all who taste it now join in.
Disney has a whole host of villains they could choose from if they wanted to introduce more kids into the mix. We'd love to see them pick a few of the more evil ones, and have them turn up to terrorize Mal, Evie, Carlos, and Jay, as well as the rest of Auradon. Just imagine if Frollo, the horrible man from The Hunchback of Notre Dame, had a child. Lucky for us, there's already casting news that we'll be seeing the Princess and the Frog Big Bad Dr. Facilier's daughter, as well as Captain Hook's henchman Smee's twin sons in the 3rd installment. We can't wait to meet them.
You can blame my friend on the other side. Now what you want?
Number 2. Maleficent turns human again. We can't lie. The main reason we want Maleficent to stop being a lizard and get turned back into a human again is so that we have the pleasure of seeing the brilliant Kristen Chenoweth on our screens again. One of the highlights of the first movie, her version of Maleficent was the right balance between entertaining and evil, which meant we could love seeing her on screen and also hate her for pushing Mal into doing bad things.
Don't you wanna be nasty and brutal and cool?
Besides, if Maleficent comes back as a human and can transform into a dragon, it would mean that an awesome mother-daughter dragon battle is definitely on the table. Number 1. Uma and Mal's history. We all know that Mal used to be a horrible person, and Uma is just one of the people that she was mean to. Deciding that Uma wasn't good enough to be part of her gang, Mal shunned her and gave her the nickname Shrimpy, humiliating her.
Who said you weren't big or bad enough to be in her gang? Back when we were kids. Come on, you guys remember? She called her Shrimpy and the name just kind of stuck.
If that wasn't enough, it's been suggested that Uma used to be Mal's best friend, but that something happened along the way, causing them to have a fallout and resulting in Mal replacing Uma with Evie. So far, their past is shadowy, but there's definitely time to explore it in the 3rd movie, and we are looking forward to learning more.
Uma, I know you. You are so much more than just a villain. And you have to believe me because I've been there.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.